for example, the money that with Black Lives Matter, where does that money go? Because it don't go back to the people.
To all my haters, you ain't all lie. You talk slick, but you ain't all lie.
Much love, everyone. What's up? We back again. I'm excited. I've been meaning to do this one. Tom MacDonald, Clownworld. I've been hearing a lot about it, so let's hop right into this.
How about leaving better kids for our planet? Entire generation offended at everything, getting mad that a human thinks all lives matter. We don't need black or white or left or right. What we need is common sense. We need balance. We're all in the same boat. Why you
balance?
If they say we say this is madness. I'm offended that you're offended by me taking offense. You can't build a wall. Why does your house have a fence? I believe in two genders. I'm not mad at the rest. I'm just confused when a dude has a beard and some breasts. We won't always agree.
He said, can't build a wall, why does your house have a fence? That was actually pretty deep, even on a subconscious level. Like, you had Trump speaking about the wall to keep criminals and certain things out. But it's like, people were getting so pissed off, and we do that now. You know, we build walls subconsciously. We want to keep people, even our neighbors, out. So that line was actually pretty deep if you really think about it. It was a really deep line that Tom MacDonald just said.
No, I don't hate all police. No, I don't think that the system's racist. I just think the system hates people. I think fighting violence with more violence is what they want. Viruses and riots, people dying, we won't stay home. Black lives matter, all lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud. Painted smiles on their mouths.
Whole world full of clowns.
When I was a child, the only races that we hated were the ones that we ran and didn't win. Then we stopped playing with each other, started hating on each other, started noticing the color of our skin. Christians and atheists, immigrants, patriots. We love the country, but we are not saving it. Wages don't raise to the rate of inflation, and half of the country hates all of the nation. It's funny that we think the world owes us.
I see what he's doing here, and he's speaking once again. He's coming with the truth especially from how he sees things. It is a clown world. It's a joke. Everything that's going on is a joke. Like obviously we know that certain individuals, certain tribes. Because remember in my last video I broke down how all this is really tribe stuff. You know, certain tribes are gonna be targeted, right, for whatever reason. Overall, what he's trying to say is, let's do the righteous thing and stand up for one another. But overall, we all have our problems. We all have our things that we're going through, and it's just a clown world. How we take certain things and then we make them into movements. But the thing is, it's not even us making these into movements. It's like, where's the money that, for example, the money that with Black Lives Matter, where does that money go? Because it don't go back to the people. I hear a lot about George Soros. I just hear a lot of funny things when it comes to that. It's just really funny. It's really interesting when you really do your research and see how much stuff is just like, whoa, you guys got how much money? And the streets is still nasty. The streets are still nasty. Y'all just want to speak when, a cop or something kill a so-called black person, right? And I also seen someone in my comments in my last video saying, yeah, we just identify white and black. Yeah, I understand that, but it's up to us to redefine our language, redefine how we see things, redefine symbolism, we have to redefine the world we see to make it a better world. We can't just keep walking in the matrix, and and just keep going with the way things are. If that was the case, people like Tom MacDonald wouldn't be dropping this video now. You know, if he was just like, you know what, this is just how it is, I'm just gonna know. He's like, nah, I'm going outside of the box, and I'm gonna show you guys that this is a clown world. You know, like, I'm gonna let him rap, but I got a lot more to say.
All the phones got smart, but the people so dumb. We care more about the likes and a selfie than our moms, and the only time we ever speak the truth when we're drunk.
Uh-huh.
We want officers agree. No, I don't hate all police. No, your thoughts and opinions ain't facts, and they are not defining my reality. No, I think picking sides divides is probably what has got us.
It does.
United States is great regardless. That's what we've forgotten here. Black lives matter. All lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is shutting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, making smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with those homie. I can be around you. Anyone who knows.
Yo, Tom, I know you be having so much fun doing these videos, like so creative. It's just, and that's what it's about. You know, that's why I loved when I was doing music. That's why I loved it. I just love the creative aspect. I love being able to bring the just bring movies into this. You know, really take it to the next level. But my thing is, like, here's the thing. With a lot of y'all that's like really patriotic. I love my country. Y'all gotta understand something. And this goes back to what I said about tribe shit. Like, when I say this is tribe shit, this is about the region you're from, the ancestry you have, and even on a deeper level, it comes down to your soul group. Because you could have certain ancestry, you could have whatever, but your soul may get along more with somebody from over there. That may be, and that's what we call a soul group. You get what I'm saying? So it goes even deeper than just your ancestry and things like that nature. But really what I wanted to say that's important is there's so much that it's like this, right? If I was to go over to, let's say right now, there's this island out in it's the Sinhalese people, who I guess they've never like came in contact with humans, right? I think they have now, but and they have like a 70,000 year lineage. If I was to go over there, right, and it's just, let's just say I slaughter them, right? Even if they're having an internal warfare and they're going at it with each other, let's just say, you know, I conquered the land, right? And I put my language there, I put my beliefs there. It's never going to be okay. And this is for the oppressor that did that. It's never going to be okay. It's always going to be cursed land. And this is going to be uncomfortable for a lot of people to hear. It's never going to be okay. It's never going to be peace. It's always going to be haunted. It's always the screams of those that were slaughtered. The ancestors of those children that we put our beliefs on, that we indoctrinated, will always haunt us. Now, with that being said, right? I'm not putting a color on that. If y'all notice that, it's a specific groups of people who've done this, specific tribes who've done this. That doesn't mean I'm gonna look at my friends, my so-called white friends, and be like, yo, you did this, you did that. They may not have had nothing to do with that at all. They from a whole nother tribe that was getting oppressed. So with that being said, I'm not saying, oh, hate America. What I'm saying is, let's redefine it. Let's stop falling for the bull crap. Like, yes, we can still love this place, but we have to acknowledge what's been done, and we have to learn how to move forward. We have to look at each other and say, dude, you're Irish. Dude, you're this, you're that. Historically, you've been oppressed too. You didn't oppress my people. So we got to sit down and have these conversations and say, what's the real problem? Like, who's been keeping us like this? What tribe has been having us go at it like this? You know? What tribe? It's like they've took their what they've done, and they pretty much pointed the finger so we can be mad at you, and then in return you can be mad at us, and we can have this war keep going on. We're mad because we may look at it like, damn, I got native ancestors who were slaughtered, or I got or my African ancestors who, you know, they for me, for example, I'm Igbo. If you guys ever heard of Igbo landing, they went and they when they were on the slave ships, they rebelled. They took over the slave ships, slaughtered the oppressors on the slave ship, and they ended up having a mass suicide. So because they rather have died. They'd rather have jumped off a ship with their babies than to have been a slave or have their babies be product of slavery. I'm not gonna look at my boys and be like, that's because of you. I'm gonna look at them and I'm gonna say, okay, me and you vibe for a reason, right? We vibe for a reason. Let's get to the truth. Let's really let's figure out who's really running the show. Who's the reason that when you go into these neighborhoods, you got everybody could be black in this neighborhood, so-called black, and you got this separation. They're killing them, but they're all listening to the same music. That's all preaching the same thing, but they're who set this up? Who set up this separation? I've lived in Altoona, Pennsylvania, right? I've lived in places like the South Bronx, Yonkers, New York, right? The hoods. And the same way that they got their gun over in the sticks is the same way they got their guns over in the hood, you know? And the mentality is both rebellious, but they're both separated by an invisible line. And then when you go into these hoods, they're even more separated. Who caused all this division? It's a clown world.
They tell you be yourself and then they judge you on the internet till everybody hates you for it. If Jesus was alive, I swear to God they all would cancel. Cause lately being negative's the real new normal. Yeah, if you're thin, you're fat, you're rich, you're bad, you're poor, you're black, you're white, you're whack, they lie, it's facts. My generation needs a bunch of free condoms. Common sense ain't that common. This is what they want, this is how they planned it. This is to control everyone on the planet. If we put each other in caskets, protest and panic, and they take advantage to manage the damage. We won't always agree. No, freedom doesn't come free. No, there was people fighting, dying overseas so that you can have freedom and be home. I think the elites are real, but they ain't drinking babies' blood. They're creating chaos so they have something to save you from. Black lives matter, all lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, making smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with those homie, I can't be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes.
Great job, Tom. Great job, Tom. You always get the point across in a crazy way. That's why it's so, you know, for me, you like the guy on the shirt right now, you know? For me, it's entertaining to watch, you know? And I love what you do because you get the message across, you know? You get the message across, and a lot of people aren't ready for that. But screw it, you know. Just keep you gonna keep going anyway, and I support it. You know, keep doing what you do. Like I said, we have to start looking at this from a tribal perspective, and then even deeper than that, we have to look at it from a soul group perspective. You know, my tribe may be okay. Let's say my culture, right? Let's say me being Igbo, me being half Nigerian. Let's say I'm around them. That's my culture. You know, that's my tribe. But overall, on a soul level, it could be me and let's say one of my Italian or Irish buddies, and we vibrate. We vibe on a whole nother level. Our understanding of things, the way we may both love. We may both love cheetahs. I'm just throwing something out there. Cheetahs and animals, gorillas, and we may both have an interest in Antarctica, whatever. That's on a deeper level. That's your soul group. That's your soul group. So when you look at America, which is a big boiling pot, right? This is a big test for us because we've all came here through damage, right? Some people have came here because so many people have came here because they wanted to build a better life. Some people have came here through through being kidnapped. A lot of people, and we've all came here through in this puzzle in this American puzzle, this confusion, and it's time for us to not only acknowledge that this is tribe shit, but it's time for us to come together as a soul group and start respecting each other past this. With that being said, shout out to Tom MacDonald, Clownworld, amazing. Keep it up. It's great. It's great work. Shout out to the Hangover Gang. Shout out to the Dragon family. Subscribe if you want to be part of the Dragon family. Divine, righteous, almighty, greats, overachieving, never slacking. That's how we coming. And thanks to everybody for watching this video. Salute.